but I'm not lost anymore.
We came from roaches on the floor, a notice on the door, baking soda in the jar, but now we focus on the law. It's like soap up in a cloth, the way it's soaking and it wash. It's something like good dope, cause it's potent and it's raw.
I used to post up out the store, work stashed behind the door. Everything I had was pure, so fiends was coming back for more. The Most High opened my eyes, and then I seen that I was flawed. Now I'm addicted to these laws because they potent and they raw. I was in and out of jail, cause in the streets, yeah, I was lost. Trying to be like all the hustlers, they don't tell you it's a cause.
Shalom, 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 family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahawah. Of course, I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahawah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sicarii, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at HIDofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Right here, man. I'm going to do this earlier. Fair use, man. That's awesome. Fair use, man. Right? For purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Why you can't just answer the question direct? I don't understand it.
I did. Yes, I did.
You believe you got to wear fringes, right?
I believe we got to be like Christ. Yeah,
and that's in Deuteronomy, right? Deuteronomy. That's
I'm talking about
Numbers. It's Numbers.
Numbers 15.
Numbers 15.
Okay, but it's okay. All right. Okay, so you keep the whole law, right? It's to the best of your ability. Okay, so
That's my ability. Yes, sir.
do you believe? Okay, so is it in your ability? Is it in your ability to have frontlets? You know what a frontlet is, right?
I see. I'm making that face because I know this point. Y'all know what he's asking.
What is he talking about? Talking about the little things that the people with the hats put on their forehead.
He's talking about like a phylactery.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason, like, I went into this on the last live that I did. Like, you can't just go off of lexicons, just taking their word for face value because they're influenced by Christians and influenced by Christian theology and Jewish theology, right? He's talking about in Deuteronomy 6. There's multiple places. Deuteronomy 6. Can you get that for me? Where it says frontlets, right? While he's getting, I'm gonna play it a little bit farther. Because I want y'all to see his methodology, right? Because he doesn't even, honestly, he really doesn't know what it is. He's just trying to trap me and be like, "Oh, see, you don't keep all this. Watch this."
Do you know what a frontlet is?
Just make your point.
Do you know what a front?
I don't want to make assumptions, so I should just make you go to the Bible. Just go in there and make it say what you're saying.
So you don't know what that is.
Show me.
Okay, so
Yeah,
somebody
you know what it is.
So, yeah,
show me.
Do you? So you don't know what it is.
Bro, just show me what it is. Like I'll deal with it wherever it's at.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know what a frontlet is?
So I don't want to assume, but I think you're gonna go to where it talks about the frontlets your eyes, and I believe that's a. Just go to where it's at. Just go to where it's at, bro. Let's not play games. Just go where it's at.
I'm not playing games. I'm asking you a very simple question, bro. This is not deep theology.
Let's say I'm stupid. I don't know. Let's just do that. Just go where it's at.
Okay.
Let's just do that.
Hey, can I ask a question right quick?
All humility.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
see, he's gonna change the subject, right? He didn't want to deal with it because he wanted me to just say, yeah, I do everything. Because I'm not about to. I know where this trap is. I've been in the truth for a while. I've seen Christians try to pull this with and say, oh, Hebrew Israelites said to keep all the law. Where's your phylacteries at? Right?
Bro, it don't even say it's not, bro.
It's not. When you look in the Hebrew right there in Deuteronomy 6 and 8, it says phylacteries, right? But the thing is, what he's saying right here is just Hebrew. It's just Hebrew phraseology for basically like having the law bound to you in remembrance. That's what it's talking. It has nothing to do with a phylactery. right?
But it don't even say. It said it should be as.
Yeah, that's how you know it's Hebrew phraseology for that.
It's just slang. That's how we talk, bro. Like,
yeah, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it though, because go ahead and read that verse and then pull it up in the blue letter for frontlets.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 8. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
Yeah, so look at that in the Hebrew. Oh shit, I forgot I could share it right here. Right. This part is what I mean about how you can't just take things from the lexicon for face value because they don't take an account of actual Israelite history and what actually happened. You have people, you have Jewish people influencing it, just like when you see in Deuteronomy 28 with the word mamzer. The definition they give there is not a definition that you can see verbatim in the text. Like as far as a mixed lineage child, you don't see anybody being called that ever. Like an Israelite father and an Israelite mother, you never see that. So where could they get that usage? Oh, I know Jewish people who believe that, right? Let's be honest, right? Then you have other parts where you look in the Greek and it'll say the Trinity, right? Who put that in there? Christians who believe in the Trinity. You can't just take things for face value. And when you see in the New Testament, like when you see the Pharisees, or as they make broad their phylacteries, they were doing things like that because they had the propensity of being seen by men. All of Matthew 5, Matthew 6, Christ is talking about people who do things to be seen of men. And he talks about straining at a gnat and swallowing a damn camel. That's what's happening right here. Well, as far as when you see in the New Testament where the Pharisees try to break this verse down, that's why they had them damn phylacteries on their head. But when you read these in context and use the phrase and understand the Hebrew phraseology or slang that they're using right here, they're just meaning binding the law on you. As it's like you. And the water went down the wrong. Binding is as remembrance. So we're going to prove it. But go ahead and read that.
Bands, phylacteries, frontlets, marks.
Imagine everybody, all the Israelites walk around with a damn box in their head. Could you imagine it? That's some wild stuff right there.
Hey, that's what they want us to do, Ock.
And you know what? Even if we did it, they wouldn't even. If we did it literally like that, they wouldn't even. It still wouldn't be enough.
Y'all still don't keep all the laws.
You still don't keep all.
Say, bro.
Go to Deuteronomy 11, and matter of fact, before you go down, scroll down. This word for frontlet only exists 3 times in the Bible. I want everybody to know that 3 times in the Bible, and all 3 of them does not mean what you think it means. Go to Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, they're all there.
Hey, Salaki, I go into that lexicon. It tells you that it was originally figurative. It wasn't literal.
Where you see that at?
Go up.
Scroll up.
Go up. Keep going. Right there, boom. Right after Deuteronomy 6 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
Read that part up.
Oh my God! Of course,
yeah.
Of course. I didn't even look at that, but I got the breakdown. But we can go ahead and read that.
This injunction, originally figurative, for perpetual remembrance. Yeah,
for perpetual remembrance. And you know why they got that? You know why they're saying that figuratively? Because everywhere else you look at it, even when we're pulling it from a Deuteronomy 6 verse 8, it shows you that it's not literal, right? Go to Deuteronomy 11. You can scroll down and just click the bottom one, and then we're going to go to the one. We're going to hit all 3 of those and see if they're literal.
Come. It literally says in the lexicon it was later adopted.
Yeah, see. I didn't even know that, and I gave that breakdown. It's exactly what the lexicon said. We click it because I need the context. I think it starts before it. No, it starts at 18. Yeah, it starts at 18. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 18. Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart.
Wait, what does it mean by laying? If I ask even a Christian, what does it mean to lay up the Lord's words in your heart? That means in remembrance. Go ahead.
And in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes.
So that's not literal. There's no phylactery there. You see the context of it. Bind these words in your heart and in your mind. Keep going. Because before you keep going, the next verses will show you that it's figurative for remembrance. Because look what it says in the very next verse.
And ye shall teach them your children.
Yeah.
Speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house,
Mm-hmm.
and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
Now, why does it say that? Just like Proverbs, you train up a child in the right way, he shall never depart. That's what's happening, right? You put it into remembrance, into their minds as they're aging, toward now they walk after it. That's the context of this. You thought you were gonna give me with some phylactery? You think it's my first rodeo? Bro, y'all don't understand. I watch y'all's videos, and I don't mean just him. I watch everybody's videos. You're not catching me off guard, to be honest. All these councils, y'all special councils y'all want to go to, that y'all want to call the police on us about when we show up to them, which is funny. All those, like, it's not gonna help. Your kingdom is crashing before you, right? It's crashing before you. Your ideologies, your trick questions, your trap questions. We're ready for it, man. You know, Paul says something so profound. Don't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Just don't do it. Keep going.
And thou shalt write them upon the doorpost of thine house and upon thy gates.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
That your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them.
Now watch this. It says, and the days of your children. Why are the days of your children going to be multiplied? Because they have life. You know why? Because you trained them up in the commandments. That's what it's talking about. Remembrance. It's not figurative. I mean, it's not literal, like you morons would purport. Right? Go to Exodus. Go to Exodus 13. Not 13. Yeah, 13. Exodus 13 and 14. Talk about it's not deep. It's not theologically deep. You're not theologically deep.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be when thy son asketh thee in time to come, saying, what is this? That thou shalt say unto him, by strength of hand, the Lord brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage.
Mm-hmm. So basically, when your child asks you, why are you keeping Passover? Right? Why are you doing all these things? And you tell them, because we got freed from Egypt. This is what we had to do when we got freed from Egypt. And this is what we'll continue to do as a remembrance. That's what Exodus 12 is. Keep going.
And it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all that openeth the matrix, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem.
And while we keep that law about the redemption of our children, keep going.
And it shall be for a token upon thine hand.
Yeah.
And for frontlets between thine eyes.
Yeah.
For by strength of hand the Lord brought us out forth of Egypt.
So the context of this chapter is why are we doing this, right? The reason why we're doing it is for remembrance of how the Lord saved us out of Egypt. That frontlets in your eyes is basically showing you like the way you're going to live your life. The remembrance of what the Lord did for you, the remembrance of his law, statutes, commandments stored up in your heart so you can walk that way. Like, nice try, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Nice try. Like, I knew where you were going. I wanted you to just try to get there because you know what? I figured you didn't know how to explain it. You just had a trap question. You thought I wasn't prepared for it. And you see how you didn't go there? It's because you didn't know how to explain it. If you try to bring it out like, hey, what about this scripture? And I challenged it, I guarantee you wouldn't have an answer. That's why you didn't say anything. That's why you just let him change the subject. That's what that is. So nice try, my nigga. I can see things. Let's go back to this video. Anybody got something to say? Is everybody being super quiet?
I just say, man, it kind of just highlights how disingenuous Christians are. Instead of him, because he obviously doesn't understand what any of that means. So instead of, because y'all could have had a beautiful dialogue on that.
Could have.
You know what I'm saying? Like edification could have went out, but instead all he wanted to do was just get you in a trap question. And then when the trap question failed, he just took a back seat and let his partner take the rest of the dialogue. Like it's Christians aren't sincere, bro. They're not.
It speaks to the femininity of this man. because he only has like 2 or 3 videos of him interacting with Israelites. You know, the only time he ever interacts with Israelites is he has a panel of Christians.
Yeah.
And he says the least amount of things. And when the Hebrew Israelite tries to say something, all of them are talking at the same time. And says he cut a Hebrew Israelite. I saw what you did with cross media versus Hebrew Israelite. I saw that. It's 10 people, it's 10 Christians who for some reason always have my name in their mouth. To be honest, I have my name specifically. Like Minister was it Chris, right? Chris, the other dude, they always have my name in their mouth, right? They talk about Sicarii, they talk about Chief and them. Bitch me as well. I've seen it. You have videos. It's not a lot, right? I'm not trying to make myself important. I've seen this.
Yeah. Now, when the last time you seen a Christian hop on an Israelite platform where they were outnumbered 3-1?
Never.
They
won't do it when it's one-on-one.
They won't.
They run from one-on-ones.
They scared to go outside.
Yeah, play that song. No, don't play that song. The copyright. Hell no.
Copyright.
I forgot, man. YouTube ain't cool no more. And don't forget we got 150 people here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video.
That's right.
Nigga just down and dash. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Every bill on your heart, cash apps and card dollars. Our school costs money, right? Doing this costs money. Right? Yeah, man.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to that Sicarii DFW, man.
Also do that. You know, Madathi putting out his foot. He's doing his thing now. Finally, it only took him about 5 years. You know
what I'm saying?
You out there now, man.
That's right. Also, real quick before we get too far away from it, just to show, just to further prove on, because I guarantee if you ask these Christians what a frontlet is, they're not going to be able to tell you. This is the literal definition: an ornament piece of cloth hanging over the upper part of an altar frontal, or a decorative band or ornament worn on the forehead. Literally something that's supposed to be in front of you to cover your face. So if the law is constantly in front of your face, you're not going to forget it. It's going to constantly be on your mind to keep it. That is why it gives that similitude for it, so that way we keep the law and never forget it. To have it on our mind as if it's always in front of us. But these Christians they don't understand, man.
Yeah, and just adding on to that, that's how you know it's something spiritual, because it's like I'm not looking at life how I want to look at it. I'm looking at it how he wants me to look at it. That's what this really is showing you.
Gone.
Like you forgetting, you're not leaning onto your own understanding. You're letting the Lord be your understanding. That's what this really means. But you know, Christians, it can't just be, bro. That's all it is.
I want to ask the brother Yadi, right?
Yes, sir.
So you believe in keeping the law to the best of your ability, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it doesn't mean you're going to be without sin, right?
Without fault? Yeah,
without
because
sin.
Without sin?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference between being like a sinner or like falling short here and there.
Okay,
right? So
without sin and without fault, right? You don't believe that no man is without sin or fault. Do you believe that any man has, in other words, when you say the best of your ability, you're allowing a door to not keep all the laws?
No, I'm not. I actually
when you say,
what kind of point is that? I'm allowing a door to not keep all the laws. I mean, you trying to find a door to get out of freaking dealing with what was presented. Take that goddamn turban off, my nigga. You know, priest. Turbans be on the priest's head.
So you telling me this guy was from One West?
He was from some washed up One West organization, and he became more washed up.
How does he not understand that when we say to the best of our ability, that means, like, you know what I'm saying? If something's in my way and I can't do it, that doesn't mean that today I'm not gonna wear fringes and then tomorrow I am. That's not what we're using it like.
Fact. That's crazy. Take that goddamn turban off, bro.
Gotta be shameless, bro.
Gotta be, bro.
To the best of your ability. What are you saying to the best of your ability? Because that means you're not keeping all the laws, right?
You see, I'll make the same analogy that I made earlier. I work Monday through Friday. If the Sabbath falls on a day that I have to work, these jobs aren't giving you off for the lunar Sabbath. I've worked 5 jobs and none of them have done it, right? There's nothing I can do. But
so
if it falls,
you're implying that you're going to sin.
It's literally 10 seconds. It's literally 10 seconds.
You already said that though, right?
I know, and you're asking the same question over again like you didn't hear it. That's why I'm
not asking the same question. Because you said you keep them to the best of your ability.
Yes,
that means it's sin involved in keeping them to the best of your ability. You can't keep all of them, right? Can you keep all the laws?
In the land of my captivity, there's going to be things outside of my control.
Aren't we in captivity everywhere?
Shashar.
Right. We're in captivity everywhere, right?
Yashar, do you want me to answer the question, or you want to keep asking different questions? I would have cursed him out. I would have cursed him out if this was a couple years ago. Right there, it wouldn't have gotten this far.
You just said in the land of your captivity.
In the land of my captivity, yes.
Where is that? Where's the land of your captivity?
My land of my captivity is America. What's called biblically that great city, Babylon.
So that's irrelevant. So if the Israelites stand in Africa or Europe or anywhere else, they're not in the land of their captivity?
Sure. How can I answer?
I'm asking you a question.
As soon as I go to answer a question, you're asking me another question. How about we finish?
Right, because I'm asking you another question because you already answered my question.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I asked you, where's the land of your captivity? You said America, right?
Yashar.
Didn't you just say America?
Let's just deal with the Bible, Yashar.
Didn't you just say America was the land of your captivity?
Can we deal with the Bible, though?
That's what we're dealing with.
Like you're elder. I'm trying to show respect.
He want to avoid the question.
I'm not at all, actually.
Did you answer my question? The land of your captivity is America, right?
Can I answer your first question?
Oh my goodness.
Can I ask you your first question?
Okay, listen.
Your first question was this. Are you giving?
You already answered my first question.
What was my answer then, Yashar?
You just gave me
You said what? Do you see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see it in the background? You see that cape flying that he got on? You see that cape, man? That cape is just flowing, boy.
Pagyala know the old Yachty, man. Back when we Sicarii Dallas Street Saga, here comes Tazadog with the death scriptures. We're raining them down. How the prophet called down fire, man.
Wait, that's Pagyala?
Yeah, that's Pagyala.
Shalom, God. What's good with you, man? Yo, praises to the Most High.
So, but he just agreed that everywhere we go is captivity. So I don't understand what he's trying to prove here.
He's not trying to prove anything. He's taking what he used to do when he was actually potentially full-fledged in this thing that we know the truth. And he's attempting to use those tactics on Yadi in an attempt to show or display that Yadi doesn't know what he's talking about, when in fact all he's doing is putting on that good old American cape with that ugly ass turban on his head with a little bit of Rogaine that it's squeezing out, and he's making that cape flap for his daddy, the white man. That's what the fuck is going on.
That boy's cap.
He's letting that cape fly.
He just gave all of us an example about working 5 days, and if
we got to get to Deuteronomy 30.
You can't do it.
We got to revisit this.
You answered that.
We have to finish Deuteronomy 30 tonight.
Right?
Okay, then.
Okay, so now,
is that it on that topic?
And then I ask you another question about, is this the land of your captivity, America?
Yes, sir.
So, and then so you answered that, right?
Sure.
Okay, so now I ask you another question. If an Israelite is in Europe or Africa or any country, is it besides Israel? Is it the land of their captivity?
Besides Israel, there's so many things that go into that, right? First and foremost on that one, let me answer the question before you start talking, right? Why you whipping his neck like that? Stop whipping your goddamn neck like that, man. Take that damn turban off, bro.
It's too heavy, huh?
When Israelites aren't keeping the law as a nation, right? They're going to captivity. They're subject to the curses of the law, right? So it doesn't matter where you at. You see in the law it says that the curses shall overtake you no matter wherever you go.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out how this is relevant to the conversation.
I'm getting to it if you let me continue to ask you questions.
Go ahead.
Right. So it doesn't matter if it's America, we're in the land of our captivity. Mm-hmm. So we keep the laws no matter where we are to the best of how we can do it in any land, right? Mm-hmm. The question is this: in keeping the laws to the best of your ability, does keeping those laws save you?
You know, that's an excellent point, brother. So let's go to Deuteronomy 30. Let's see. That's an excellent point. Let's go to Deuteronomy 30. Let's start at verse 1. Let's do that, right?
Right.
Excellent point. And I would like your exegesis on this as well.
Okay.
Right. So Deuteronomy 30, verse 1, it says, "And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse," Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, "which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God have driven thee, your captivity," and whether you be in America, Europe, Asia, wherever you are, right? Mm-hmm. Just answering your question verbatim, right? "And thou shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity." Now I'm gonna ask you this, Yashar. What does "turn your captivity" mean?
Do you want to finish reading before I answer that?
I mean, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna ask.
How convenient.
You just don't know.
How convenient.
How convenient.
Boy said, can you just keep reading, man? Why are you asking me questions?
Don't ask me no more questions.
It's like President remember Bush on Family Guy. Don't make me do stuff.
Don't make me do stuff.
But there are people dying that need help. Don't make me do stuff.
Don't make me do stuff.
Jesus, I asked you, can you give your exegesis? So what does it mean by turning your captivity?
Okay, I was trying to allow you to finish, but turn your captivity mean you'll be free.
Oh, so saved then, right?
No, that's not saved. It said that's not saved.
Okay,
what is the definition?
Then what is it then?
Yo,
what is it?
Yo. Oh, bro.
When the rhetoric reaches freaking astronomical proportions.
So now we're playing semantics.
He said that's not saved, nigga. Okay, what happened? Give me Exodus.
Oh my goodness.
Give me Exodus. It's near the end. Exodus 14.
This is sad, but it's funny all at the same time.
How far this man has fallen, bro.
How far have you fallen, bro? Give me that. Let me see.
It's Exodus 14 in like the last.
Yeah, it's 30. It's 30. Yeah, 30. Bring that out.
My God.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 30. "Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians.
Yeah.
And Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore.
Yeah.
And Israel saw that great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians. And the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses."
So is this salvation? It says the Lord saved Israel out of the hand of the Egyptians. He destroyed the Egyptians. He destroyed the Egyptians, and it said they were saved.
Hold on,
right? It said the Lord turned their captivity. Turn that captivity means to reverse it. That means salvation, sir. What are you talking about?
And not only that, right? So he said that turning captivity means to be free, right? So I just looked up synonyms for save, right? And there's 4 strongest matches. The 4 are deliver, recover, salvage, and the last one is free.
There you go. So, Lakia, what's it called? Hamad, read verse 13.
Yeah, 13 is imperative too.
The book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 13. "And Moses said unto the people, Fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever."
And what happened at the end? Oh, Pharaoh and his army got killed. And then in the next chapter, we start freestyling and start making drill music about how the Lord just killed all these Egyptians. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the next chapter. This is wild. It's not salvation. Let's wow. Okay, brother.
Gotta go into this. What is your definition of salvation?
Look at Shar, right? Look at Shar. Let's just keep reading. I was confounded. I said, bro, there's no way. This isn't real life. This isn't real life. I know it's not real life. Let's just keep reading. It's gonna explain it. Right. So what is it? I'm gonna read verse 3 again. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God have scattered thee. Right? If any of thine be driven out unto the outermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. That's salvation.
No, it's not.
They're being freed from captivity.
No, that's not
brought
salvation.
back into their. Oh, wait, let me finish. They've been freed from captivity, brought back into their land, and goes back and then multiplied in their land. That's salvation.
No, it's not.
Okay, he's saying no, it's not, right? Which is wild. But no, it's not. Okay, let's see. Get Ezekiel for me real fast.
The book of Ezekiel.
Got a precept after that.
Okay.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 21. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen.
Okay, stop right there. That's the same thing it says in Deuteronomy, where if you've been scattered from the outermost parts of heaven, that's everywhere, right? Of all the nations, that's everywhere. That's the same thing. Go ahead.
Whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land.
Bring them to their own land. The same thing, like bring thee into the land which your fathers have dwelt. Same thing Deuteronomy 30 says. Skip to verse 23.
Neither shall they defile themselves any more.
No, wait. Matter of fact, read 20. We're going to read through this, actually, because I want to make a point.
And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel.
Yeah.
And one king shall be king to them all.
Christ. Go ahead.
And they shall be no more two nations. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things.
No, later in this, he said we're going to sin. So this hasn't happened yet. This is running directly parallel with Deuteronomy 30. Keep going.
Nor with any of their transgressions.
Yeah.
But I will save them.
But what?
I will save
them. It says you're going to save us. This is a form and method of salvation. It's saying the exact same thing as Deuteronomy 30. So if this is salvation, you'll probably say this ain't salvation. But if this is salvation, Deuteronomy 30 damn sure is salvation. So what are you talking about? Like, this is crazy. Right? Keep going.
I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God.
The Lord circumcising your heart, which didn't happen before because they started sinning, like how you admit. It's wild out here, man. Go ahead, Oz.
Oh, this is Psalms 14:7. It says, "Oh, that salvation of Israel will come out of Zion when the Lord brings back the captivity of his people, Jacob."
Oh my God.
Shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
But what do we do with that information?
Yeah, pull that up, man.
Yeah, pull it.
I need the elder to answer this one right here.
Yeah.
I need everybody on the panel to answer what the hell is this talking about?
What is this talking about? Well, and that's before Christ. God.
Where do you read salvation in there?
The question is this. When Israel was brought back into their land, did they continue to sin?
Well, let me finish this, right? This didn't happen yet. This
yes, it has happened.
Right. He said Deuteronomy. Okay. Then why is Dr. Michael Brown, the foremost Jewish Christian scholar, say it hasn't happened yet? Y'all surrendered to him. I could have swore that
remember he was their savior.
When Chief had his debate with old dude, you was big upping him and giving him credit. So now you're not, because I mean he says Deuteronomy 30 hasn't happened yet. You go type in that now, Christians will say that hasn't happened yet, but now you're saying that. I don't know. I don't know, but you're saying this. You're saying Israel sinned. Watch this. So when did the curses go upon the heathen then?
What you mean?
Okay, let's keep reading. Let's see. I'm glad you asked that question. Verse 6. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart, because you said they went back and sinned. And the Lord thy God will. I should have harped on that. I really should have. I can't believe I let that on the table. You said they sinned. Circumcise thine heart and all the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. You said this happened, but they went back in their land and sinned. But right here it says that the Lord will circumcise their heart, right? And then watch this, verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all the curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So you said this happened already. Israel went to Babylon. They went to the Medo-Persian captivity. They went to the Hellenistic time period. They went through the Romans. They went through various captivities. When did this happen? When did the curses get brought on the enemies of Israel?
Can I answer that?
I would love to hear your answer.
Okay, so once again, let's go back to the scripture you just read.
Okay, I would love to. Let's go.
And start at verse 4. Right? Bro, it says, if any of thine be driven out unto.
You said what?
Look at Jim
and Meech, bro. It's like
they know he's in deep water right now.
I don't want no part of this shit.
They ain't even. Nobody's interjected nothing right now. They're just. How's he gonna get out of this one?
One, they're trying to figure out what was just read. Two, they can't comprehend what just happened. And three, yeah, they just spectated. Yeah, I'm reporting you, sir. I'm reporting you for elder abuse.
This is elder abuse.
This is horrible.
What's happening right now is hardcore elder abuse.
Jesus, man.
To the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee, and the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land, right, which thy fathers possess. What's the land which our fathers possessed?
The original land of Israel where they dwelled at. That's why I said their fathers possessed.
Fathers possessed, which was the land of Canaan, right?
Sure.
So it's not talking about the kingdom of heaven.
Are you
it's talking about the land of Canaan, and
are you serious? It's not talking about the kingdom, bro. Okay, if it's not talking about the kingdom of heaven, why do you see all the prophecies talk about rebuilding the old ways? Those are all part of that's matter of fact, that's Isaiah 69 or 61.
That's the gospel.
That's literally in the gospel.
Oh my god.
It's horrible.
From the land of Egypt.
Like Jim ass just shaking his head like yeah. So then you ain't have no answer to that. You know that's not the right answer.
He don't even know what the hell's going on, bro.
But he said, yeah, this is being fulfilled after we got led out of Egypt. Wait.
Is this talking about the kingdom of heaven or the land of Canaan? You just said the scriptures say the land.
Where let's do this. Where does this get fulfilled at? And I said that because I want to step through all of it. Because I know it's bullshit, but I want to step through all of it just so we can see.
I'm telling you right now.
No, I just want just a direct. Does this get fulfilled in the land of Canaan? I'm asking you, yes or no.
We just read the scripture, right?
I mean, it's a yes or no question, you sure?
No, you can't tell me that, and I can't tell you that because I asked you that earlier, and you didn't answer me.
And I did. I said yes.
No,
I said yes.
Expounded.
But
no,
I'm
you
asking
expounded.
You
expounded. You didn't say yes
I'm
or
asking
no.
you about your exegesis. Does this happen in the land of Canaan?
We just read it.
So you're saying yes?
We reading it right now.
Sure. I just want to let your yays be yays, your nays be nays.
Well, you do the same thing. You do the same thing when I ask you
Fine.
to.
Well, we'll be the example then, Yashar. You're an elder, correct?
Oh, right, okay.
You ain't to tell niggas that, bro. We'll be the example then. Are you saying I'm really not? But if I'm wrong, be the example. What the hell? So it's wild out here, bro. It's wild out here.
This happening to
You said what?
I would just say he ought to be shaming himself, bro, because he knows in his heart what he's saying is crap, bro.
Yeah.
He just knows it. Like it's no way in hell you've been in the truth longer than me, and you're coming up with these breakdowns, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, their time is up, bro. Their time is up.
And
yes or no?
We just read it. It said when he bring them back into the land of Canaan.
Okay, so when did this happen then?
When he brought them back into the land of Canaan.
When?
When they came out of the land of Egypt. And wondered,
how could that be? How could that be?
I know good and goddamn well. He did not just say Deuteronomy 30 was fulfilled when we left out of Egypt. Am I tripping? Somebody tell me I'm tripping. He didn't just say that.
No, he said that.
He said that.
He said that.
Dead ass too.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Like, bro,
it's
there's no way.
How can they're hearing this like at what's happening at Horeb? Is where they hearing this from?
Mount Horeb.
Let me see. Let me check first.
It just don't make sense. If our captivity is supposed to be turned, that means we were in captivity. And
it says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against it, the Red Sea, Paran, Tophel, Laban, Hazeroth." Yeah, that's not even that far off. That matter of fact, that don't even matter. We have to be in captivity for this to happen.
We have to be in captivity. When were we in captivity in the wilderness?
Don't the first verse show that we have to have already been through the curses and the blessings? We haven't even went through that yet.
We forgetting the pivotal point here. This all these are fantastic points. This man said this happened after we left Egypt. Last time I checked, the land promised to our fathers was from the Nile to the Euphrates. At which point has Israel ever had all of it?
Never.
Oh, never. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right.
It's wild out here, bro. Yeah. Like looking at go to that real fast for me. Let's just read this. Because it was funny. Now that I think about it, he actually changed his breakdown because he says it gets fulfilled by Joshua. But that doesn't even work because you have to be exiles.
Yep.
We're not even bro.
Deuteronomy 30. Just hold it. We're gonna come to it. You go ahead and get it. But we're gonna. I'm gonna play
to the wilderness, and Joshua, along with the children.
Look at my face.
They went into the land of Canaan.
No way.
What happened to the heathen when that happened?
Yashar.
Did they go through the curses?
Yashar. When did they get read the laws?
Joshua. That's important. When they went into the land of Canaan, Joshua chapter 8 tells you that the heathen were read the law. Joshua chapter 8.
Let's go back. Let's go back from the top.
Joshua chapter 8.
Hold up. Let's go back to the top of that. Let's go to verse 1.
You just add. Wait a minute.
No, I'm not adding anything.
You just asked me a question, right?
I'm not adding anything. I'm not asking anything.
You just asked me a question.
Let's go back to the very first. Because that exegesis. Honestly, Yashar,
I
cannot believe you said this. To be honest,
you got to allow me to explain. You got to allow me to explain.
Yes, I did. Let's go to verse 1.
You just asked me a question. And you ask, where did this happen? And you ask, were the heathen read the law? You just asked me that.
I was talking about Israel. That's important. Because Moses is saying this in Deuteronomy 30. So I did not ask what did he ask. So where did they where they read the law? So verse 1. Let's read verse 1. I want you to get because you're saying that happened. You're saying that happened.
You're not being an example. You're not being an example.
Hold up, Yashar. You said this happened when they got brought back into the land of Israel. You're saying that happened with Joshua. Wait, brought back. That's your exegesis? How are you brought back if you were just now answering it? Like what?
This whole chapter talks about us getting brought back from being scattered. We're not even scattered when we're all together. Like
facts.
There's no diaspora.
It hasn't even happened yet. What is he?
The first diaspora you can even say would be like let's see, Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom and Ezra after that.
Yeah, after, not during, nor before.
Oh, bro.
Like, I mean, okay, like that. That's just not you can't even. It's bogus. Dr. Brown said it's bogus.
I know exactly what it is, Yadi. I know exactly what it is. Wait, is he still explaining his point?
Yeah, he's still explaining.
Okay, baby, I got something for when he's actually finished.
Right.
Joshua go into the land of Canaan?
Sure, can I just get
yes or no? Yes or no? Be an
yes
example.
No?
I was an example. I gave you the yes answer.
You're an elder.
Well,
I'm really trying to show you the utmost respect because you're elder. The type of respect I'm trying to show to you, I would never give to anybody else on this panel. Just being honest.
Well,
right?
You should give people respect you're an elder, if they don't disrespect you.
And I respect the amount of work you put in before you went back to your vomit.
You just asked me a question. You asked me, did that happen in the land of Israel? And I told you yes.
You sure?
And then you asked me, where the heathen read the laws.
I did not ask that. I said, where were they read the laws? This happens.
What was the question? What was the question?
Let's go. Hey, let me say something here. What was the question about?
And watch. Let me show you. Let me show you how. I'm gonna show you how disingenuous Jim is right here. Right. I don't think anybody called this, but watch
salvation. What was the question about salvation? That's where I think we need to go back to.
He asked me this, right? He said
he don't even want to answer.
He said, "Does the word? How are the laws incorporated in salvation?" Right. So I read Deuteronomy chapter 30. It says the Lord will turn your captivity and gather you from. I'm talking to the children of Israel. Gather you from all the places you've been scattered to everywhere in the world. That's how we know that this is what was going to cut him. Because let me read that verse. Verse 2. Let me verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all the things shall come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, Deuteronomy 28, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them into mind among all the nations. You said this happened with Joshua. They were scattered to all the nations in the time of Joshua. That exactly. There was a whole nation.
It's done, bro. Verse 1 kills that, bro. It's done.
And Jim ass know that. That's the thing. Watch, it gets worse. All the nations, whether the Lord thy God have driven thee, right? And thou shalt obey, and shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy heart, with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. Turning your captivity means salvation. Watch this, right? Y'all see Jim. I said turning your captivity means salvation. Watch what he does. Any scholar would admit that. I don't know why that's even up for debate. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jim. I believe you know that. To be honest,
captivity.
Turn your captivity. What do you think that means?
He's saying that means salvation.
It means yeah. You knew what that meant.
That boy Jim know the jig is up, bro.
You knew what the fuck that meant.
The jig is up, bro.
Oh my God,
bro.
Oh my God.
Brother, this man stinks.
Yo, I got one better. Yashar's finished with his breakdown at this point, right?
Yeah, pretty much. He's rambling now.
All right, bet.
Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
And may God have mercy on this brother's soul,
man.
It just can't be this way. Like, bro, I respected all the work you did till you went back to your vomit. Like, the type of shenanigans is this? Like, because we definitely want to revisit this because there's a lot more. There's a lot more. We got to run this back with everybody on this again too.
Oh, we do. Does he believe that all nations can be saved?
Yes.
So all this to save the white man.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, you heard that tape in the background, right? Like every time you move, you see it just fluttering. It's a whole American flag that you see, man.
Oh my God, bro.
This shit is wild, man. It like, y'all got any closing words before I say my closing words?
I'll bring this out, man, just to double down on a point of our captivity being synonymous with salvation. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 10. Therefore, fear you not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save you from afar, and your seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. These Christians don't know the Bible, bro.
And that shows you what salvation is, and be quiet, right? Because they said later in this, I guess when we pick it back up, they say I pulled Luke chapter 1 and 68. Everybody kept posting that in the chat, but I didn't say anything because that's the next verse that we go to, and they said that's not salvation. Conveniently enough, they said, well, Peter and the other apostles, they died a gruesome death, so how were they saved, right? Which, I mean, shows you salvation isn't right then and there. They believe that when Christ died, okay, anybody who believes in him is saved. I said, okay, then, so how is Peter, how is Paul, how is all the rest of the apostles who died gruesome deaths, how are they saved? Right? No answer. It never is an answer, right? Because it's rhetoric over God always, at all times in Christianity. And, I'm going to isolate various parts of this video, especially the part where we had to expose out of context with Jim Green, sinister leech. I don't know what to call you, Shar. I mean, the only need to call is the ambulance because man's just, I don't know, man. Y'all remember that thing? It said, call the ambulance, but not for me.
Oh my God, no.
You can call one for him, man.
Jim Crow Joe.
Jim Crow, bro.
Jim Crow, yes.
Jim Crow Green. Man. Jim Crow Green, man. That's I put it there. So we were smoking in that Jim Crow, that Jim Green pack.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they clipped it now. Like, that was a train. That was a train wreck, bro.
That was a train wreck, and we only got like 30 minutes into it.
Yeah, bro.
Jeez. Jesus. Oh man,
it gets so bad. Yeah, we gotta run this back next. We gotta run it back next week.
God. But closing to everybody, make sure y'all like, subscribe to Sicarii Space City, Sicarii to Sicarii, subscribe to Sicarii DTX, subscribe to Sicarii DFW, man. Get them likes up, man. Donate, pay arms if it's on your heart, man. And don't be like Yashar. Make sure you replenish your oil in your lamp like you're supposed to do. Nick, no.
Oh man.
But God, man, like I'm saying, like, share, subscribe to the video. Our school costs a whole bunch of money. So hey, if it be on your heart, man, Cash App Sicarii Dallas. If you want to donate to that specifically, do Cash App, because super chats be freaking YouTube get they cut, man, and it's it's horrible, right? But yeah. But I'm gonna say call halal Yahawah by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and I'm gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.
My nigga Delta in the blacks.
Shalom, family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahawah. Of course, I do so in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sicarii, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at HIDofficialzion.com. Get yours today.